Good morning, everybody. Once again, I have to apologize for oversleeping on a scheduled stream. Oops. I really don't have an excuse other than I was super tired. But here I are, and although it is 2.5 hours late, I am actually alive and I am well. I managed to get a little bit of sleep after the karaoke stream last night. I don't blame one bit that anybody wanted to go over and see Pixel 8. So, although I am embarrassed, I'm also here at this point. So, like I said, even though it's 2.5 hours late, life is what it is. And here I am now, so we can chat if you want to, or we can end this real quick and we could all head over to Pixel 8. It's up to you guys. I know how embarrassing it is to oversleep. Had a great time at karaoke last night, though, so good stuff, good stuff. Let's see. Ain't nobody watching except for you and me. Oh, look, Darth Haster has joined us. Parrothead and Darth Haster. Hi, guys. Well, thank you for showing up, even though I'm super duper late. If you want to come on and chat, we can do so. I didn't actually prepare anything for this morning. We can chat, we can talk pop culture, we can talk religion, whatever you want to do. I wasn't planning on staying on very long, considering how late I am. However, it's up to you guys. You want to hang out, or if we want to just get this over with and be done with it. Either way, I know a lot of people were concerned when I didn't go live at the proper time, and I thank you, everybody, for your concern. Fact of the matter is, I just slept right through my alarm again. The second time I had a scheduled stream.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, but I did have a lot of fun at karaoke, so.
I've been in and out of that karaoke stream.
Les Moody,
and
thank
you
for
look like
us.
you look like you were having all kinds of fun.
Oh yeah, man, I lost my voice. I really did. I found it again though, so here I are.
I are tired.
Oh.
I are need caffeine.
Oh, I got myself some caffeine. I also got myself some spiked coffee.
Cure for what ails you? The hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog. Just a little hair of the dog. So yeah,
the hair of the dog that kicked your butt last night.
The broadcast may be 2.5 hours late, but here we are. Thank you guys for joining us once again. So, what's on the schedule for today, Darth Haster?
I was thinking of doing a live stream. Probably some more Bloodborne. I'm thinking of doing a Blood Tinge build. I've never attempted one. I've never attempted one before. I don't usually fool with Blood Tinge builds, but this could be challenging and interesting for me. So
it should be fun. I don't see why not.
Now the question is, am I going to go strength and blood tinge or skill and blood tinge?
Skill.
I usually always do skill. I think I'm going to go strength. That blood letter looks really interesting. I've never really had enough blood tinge to use it, but it looks really fun and promising. And the AoE attack is just, in PvP, is just absolute murder.
Well, as much as I know about video games, I'm totally confident that you could do strength.
Yeah, I like
the
the builds
Sam.
in that game.
Go ahead. The link is in the chat. Just go ahead and click on that. I'll bring you up.
Wes Moody, thanks for the shout out. Wes Moody webcast.
Hey, Jedi Bill.
And hail. And hail.
I think we're going to have to move Morning Blend to a later hour.
Especially on a Sunday.
Right after karaoke. Maybe I should have just stayed awake and tried to host the stupid thing. Good morning, V-Star. Thank you. Yes, I'm doing fine. I know I slept through my alarm, and that's all embarrassing and stuff, but here I are.
Welcome, Sir Spade.
Hello, Hester and Mr. CCDV.
Hey, Sir Spade. How you doing? You two want to talk video games? I think that's why you came up here, right?
Yeah, from what I believe, Hester plays Bloodborne.
Yeah, I play Bloodborne.
A lot like Dark Souls.
Yes, very. Actually, it's from the same company, so it basically almost is Dark Souls.
It's almost like a ripoff or knockoff, but it's still dope.
Yeah, it's really good. It actually came out before Dark Souls 3. It was kind of like a test of the technology.
Oh, like the engine?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like, do you ever watch those YouTubers that like use certain engines and like redo it some way, like playing Resident Evil 1 with the Resident Evil 4 engine?
Yeah, I also enjoy the videos of Quake 2 and the new Unreal Engine.
Oh, Quake 2? I played that for 64. That game was freaking scary when I was 5 years old, man.
Yeah, I've never personally beat the PC version, but I'm going to give it a shot.
I'm sorry, Sir Spade. I'm not laughing at you. Well, okay, I'm laughing at you a little bit.
No, that's honestly, it's okay. I shouldn't have even been playing that game at the age of 5. Probably why I'm so desensitized to horror video games and nightmares, where it's not even nightmares to me.
It's like a daydream to us.
Right? It's a freaking blast.
I don't know, man. They didn't have games like that in '82 when I was 5 years old.
Like whoever played Serious Sam on the PC.
I remember Serious Sam.
I think the first game I played on PC was something to do with a rabbit in a maze.
Hey, who's played Scary Maze game?
I have not played Scary Maze game.
Well,
yes, it's basically Bloodborne is basically simply a very simplified version of the skill. The skills are actually simplified versions of Dark Souls.
Oh, it's like a butcher.
It's basically your skill, your level up stats are vitality, endurance, strength, skill, arcane, blood tinge.
Do either of you guys play Oregon Trail? Wes Moody is asking. I've seen it played, but I've never played it myself. Again, I stopped playing video games a long time ago. You break one remote control and you have to pay to replace it, and then for some reason you just don't want to play anymore.
I played the Oregon Trail on an old Apple computer when I was in school, and every time I did, I always died of dysentery.
Honestly, the only time I enjoy gaming now is whenever I just show it on my stream. Like, I don't like to play it all that much. If you don't see me stream for a while, it's because I'm not playing. Or if you see me just streaming and I'm just chilling, it's because I don't want to play video games.
Well, fair
That's
enough.
me anymore. It's like I don't even hardly get any enjoyment out of it. I get more enjoyment out of the audience and the comment section. The comment section just I love my comment section.
Okay, you want to know something funny?
What's funny?
On one of my gaming streams, like, there was nothing but non-gamers, and it was very ironic. I'm like, huh, like it's just because I'm like only that supportive, but like there's nothing but non-gamers watching. I'm like, well, this is a funny day.
That would be me, actually.
I've got gamers.
I would just keep making fun of people.
I've got gamers subbed, but they're too busy actually gaming to actually even be watching.
Welcome, Jedi Bill. And again, I apologize for being so late, but here I are.
Oh, don't apologize.
Late?
Never apologize.
It's freaking early.
Oh, I know, but I was supposed to start this 2.5 hours ago.
I woke up and I can swear I slept for hours. I think it's just been an hour or two. I did my own stream earlier this morning. Now we have Insomnia Theater.
Can't wait till next weekend. We get to watch Sparkly Vampires.
Hey, Mr. CCDB, could you highlight V-Star's comment?
Love to watch you play, Sir Sam. Don't give up. You have fans.
Yes. That's mainly the reason I play. I play for you guys anymore.
It's to entertain those that are bored.
I do it for the comment section, for the fans. I don't even really like to play personally anymore. Even grinding for files and bullets off camera seems to be a freaking chore anymore. I used to kind of enjoy it, but now it's like,
Yeah, once you hit a certain age, it's like,
Wow, I hit that certain age a long time ago then.
Oh, I remember I was like 16 years old, and I remember I was like, forget like GameCube. Like, I stopped playing video games for 3 months straight.
GameCube, for crying out loud. I'd been in the Army for 5 years by the time that came out.
That's a dope console. I love it.
oh, get this. I told my dad I was on YouTube. He said, it's just you going through your midlife crisis. Everybody goes through one.
I hope your midlife isn't that young. Seriously. My midlife should be right now.
How old do you think I am?
Well, I'm hoping you're in your 40s.
Actually, I'm pushing 40.
Yeah, I'm in my mid 40s. Hopefully, it is my midlife, but
I ended up beating another record of getting watch time on my last stream.
Really?
Yeah, not beating my record in a number of viewers. I did that like a long time ago at being like 150, 160, something like that, where I had 38 people. But yeah, I guess
I think the highest view count that Jedi Bill and I ever had was about 25. you one
25.
time. Yeah.
Dang. I don't know what algorithm I hit.
What's
I think
that?
we
Jedi
beat
Bill?
that actually. I think we have beaten that lately.
Really? Huh.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I think we've hit past 50
Dang.
on one of them.
Hot dog. Well, I was probably asleep by the time you hit that number.
The only thing is, it's hard for those 50 people to stay.
For some reason, I'm not an insomniac anymore.
Oh, I used to be a bad insomniac. I have a few days, but not as bad as I was in high school.
I usually get a bout of it like once a month. Like there will be one time a month that I just won't sleep for like 2 or 3 days at a time.
I was going through that a few months ago, or last month, I should say. That's when we started Insomniac Soup, and it worked out great for both Jedi Bill and myself. And now I've gotten past that cycle, and I'm back to the sleep cycle.
The sleep cycle's
Oh,
worse.
great. So it's just me.
It's just Jedi Bill, but we actually have quite a few people who watch us on Insomniac Soup, and it turns out to be a lot of fun, even after I go to sleep. Although Jedi Bill tends to get his channel taken down.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it because it goes against guidelines sometimes?
I have no idea why.
Yeah, we never know.
Maybe trolls flagging.
We got taken down
I
twice
don't
in
know.
one night. Once.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh, I was just going to tell Mr. CV, when I had my stream earlier, he was back. That Zachary Thornman.
Really? All right.
He came back. Oh, yeah.
I don't get trolls no more.
yeah.
I don't even block them.
Was he still talking gibberish, or did he make sense in the comments?
Oh, yeah. And
He was-
V said something about him. It's like, she doesn't know about that guy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm aware. I am aware. Oh my
I do wonder if he's from another country and he's using translation software, because it really doesn't make sense, the things that he types into the chat.
Maybe he is using translation software if it really is not making sense. But I do like Wes Moody's comment. I liked GameCube. GameCube, I completely skipped over GameCube. Although it was a good system, I did go back to it, especially since I found out the Metroid series was on it. I love Metroid.
Okay, I have a story for you. And this is mainly a story of me making a stupid mistake. So, I remember whenever I finally got another working GameCube after my Pokemon XD version got broken after dropping it. Sad. But I remember getting Metroid Prime 2 for GameCube. I freaking traded it like an idiot for Mario Tennis, and Mario Tennis isn't even that great. But I got Metroid Prime 1, but I'm missing out on the second one now.
I think that's about the time I bought my GameCube, 2008, 2009, Wes Moody.
It was 2014 whenever I bought mine.
Oh, criminy. I went from Nintendo. I went from Nintendo, the original Nintendo.
Okay.
The NES?
The NES.
Yes.
Went from the NES to the Wii. We bought the Wii when it came out.
Wow, I got something to show you.
And then I guess a couple of years ago, I bought my son a PS4. Oh, that's the Nintendo 64, though, right?
No, that's an SNES, Super Nintendo.
Oh, okay, Super Nintendo, right?
And then
That's like a version 2 Super Nintendo.
Yeah, it's basically like NES too, but this is NES right here, but it doesn't work because the freaking power switching on and off sucks.
Well, I was explaining my video game heritage, and my son has a PS4, and that's
Is it 64?
so I went from NES to the Wii to the PS4, and I played the PS4 exactly one time. Like, I'll play with you, son, no problem. All right, I'm done playing video games again.
I'm a little OG though when it comes to Metroid. I like the side scroller ones.
Oh, you mean the Game Boy ones and the NES ones?
The Game Boy, the NES, and the new ones for the 3DS. I had the Metroid Samus Returns.
And Philip Gaming has
Remake.
joined us. Hello, Philip Gaming.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk Mortal Kombat here. Who misses the 3D maneuvers instead of just the 2D maneuvers?
Oh, are you talking like Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Deception, Annihilation?
And wait, there's Annihilation for the game?
Yeah, it had there were like 60 some combatants in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and it had a create a character feature.
But it's Armageddon actually.
Is it Armageddon?
Yeah, I got that one for OG Xbox. I don't have an OG Xbox, but I literally just bought it off Amazon because screw it, I wanted to collect
sorry. I mixed it up with the title of the movie.
Yeah, Annihilation's a crappy movie. I actually like the first Mortal Kombat movie.
Not enough caffeine. Need more.
More caffeine.
More caffeine.
Yeah, you're actually right. Plus 60 characters on the roster.
And don't forget the little hair of the dog as well.
I didn't drink. Last night I didn't need no hair of the dog. But maybe you.
Oh, trust me, I got it in there.
Darth Haster, do you remember the intro to Armageddon?
Vaguely, it's been a minute.
So Armageddon has begun. And it's just a bunch of freaking combatants running at each other. You could just look it up on YouTube too. It's epic.
Philip Gaming says my favorite Mortal Kombats are the 2D games, 1 through 3, and Trilogy.
That's for the real old school Mortal Kombat fans. Like I never got introduced to Mortal Kombat during that time. Just like the newer stuff, the ones that aren't that great.
Yes, give me some OG Mortal Kombat 2 with some Reptile. Yes.
You ever played Sub-Zero Mythologies?
Wes Moody says he was chug-a-lugging some vodka Red Bulls, so he needs both.
Do you know that Mortal Kombat, Darth? The Sub-Zero Mythologies?
Yeah. Mythologies is that I thought that one was a little rough.
Oh, whenever you're in another realm trying to get the freaking keys. Oh, that was stupid. Like every other
I hate the jump mechanics on that thing.
All right, so guys, tell me about Mortal Kombat 4 because Wes Moody didn't like it.
Honestly, I looked at it like, okay, yeah, graphics are not all that great, but it was they're trying stuff out. You got to give them that. They were trying the 3D combat, and it was something new. It probably wasn't as great as the real photos taken of people and programming it certain ways, which is actually pretty creative.
It's not where they damn near perfected it in Deadly Alliance and Deception, but
Deception,
I thought Mortal Kombat 4 was good for what it was, but it was their first venture into the 3D technology, which I got to give them props for. They haven't done before.
Yeah, like my opinion's basically the same on it. You know, like I actually like it for what it is. If you compare it, then it's like, you know, garbage and
It is what it is. That's like Popeye says, I am what I am, and that's all that I am. But
the mechanics actually
it
You got to get that chuckle in there if you're going to do Popeye.
Oh yeah. Wow. That was a good game. Now I'm gonna do this entire stream in a Popeye voice.
Arr. I know that's a pirate thing, but it's early in the morning. Oh, I'm tired.
Maybe we need to shiver some timbers.
Well, it was nice being here, but I gotta charge my phone because this is literally my only device to how should I put this, to even stream.
Okay. Well, Sir Spade Sam, thank you for joining us this morning.
And it was awesome talking to you.
Yeah, the topics were fantastic. So
Yeah, I really love Mortal Kombat. I did a bunch of research even on the comics and stuff. Like, you could ask me about timelines.
The comics are good. I like the comics.
It's like what was missing in the game, the comics actually make up for. As in story gaps.
honestly, I thought Mortal Kombat was just a game where you rip people's heads off. There's actual stories behind it.
Oh yeah.
Yes, there's actual story and world building. It really is in a world of its own.
It's like really one of the best storylines for a fighting game.
Okay, all right.
It literally has its own universe.
I'm not really into that kind of thing, but
It's like if you compare the story to like Tekken or Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat tops it by like 100.
I could believe that. I really could, especially if it's world building behind it.
Because the storyline, okay, like Tekken's storyline is super cheesy, and then Street Fighter, it's kind of alright, but nothing in comparison to Mortal Kombat. So a millennia ago, the Elder Gods created the realms. Stuff like that.
We got the Outer Realm, the Nether Realm, Outworld, Eternia.
Edenia.
Yeah, Edenia. My bad. There I go. Cross another things together. Eternia. Where would He-Man? Eternia's He-Man.
There's a Chaos Realm, which is where the place Havoc comes from. There's Order Realm, Earth Realm, Nether Realm. Yeah, that's about it.
Philip Gaming says nothing else to the game, according to some U.S. senators at the time, like, Lieberman.
Or whenever Mortal Kombat, where they actually started game ratings because of Mortal Kombat.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes. Don't forget the whole rating system change due to Linda Tripp's little antics.
A lot of games are now titled MA, right? And then, of course, you've got games like The Last of Us Part 2, which are not really games, as they are just a bunch of cutscenes that you can't skip past.
Which is now M changed to M for mature. The MA.
So it's not MA, it's M.
It's M now.
Criminy. I got to keep up
Whenever
on these
you have
things.
like games like Sonic for the Sega Genesis, it was like rated K or something, or I don't know.
Yeah, K for kids, right? I think is what it was supposed to be.
Like, it was some strange rating, but the other K that I was used to is KA, kids and adults. Which is basically the back then rated E. That was That was old rated E.
But the real interesting story is how the original Mortal Kombat combated all that stuff on Super Nintendo versus Sega Genesis versions of the ports. Because if you remember, Super Nintendo did not have the blood, and it had the like sweat coming off of them. But Sega Genesis had that too, but they also had a little gateway. It was the blood code, and everybody who was in the know had it and used it to restore it back to its original true form.
Wow. Just wow. This stuff is so hard to follow. All right, Wes Moody says every game should have M-rated DLC pack. What is DLC?
Downloadable content.
Oh, okay. Can you imagine? There you go. Imagine grisly death scenes in New Super Mario Brothers.
Wherever you're shooting the fireballs and they're all burning in agony. The Goombas and the Koopas.
Yes.
Now, Philip Gaming says that MA was the rating for Sega Genesis, or for Sega, before ESRB. So is ESRB and the different gaming systems different? That's why
the Electronic Systems Ratings Board. That's what Linda Tripp and the politicians fought for during the 90s when Doom and Mortal Kombat and these violent video games were on trial at the time.
Good morning, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Thank you for joining us.
Honestly, I didn't know why they didn't come up with violent video games as soon as video games came out. It was just like, oh, play this. Yeah, you might.
Oh, they did.
Well,
they did actually. If one of the first video games was violent video games was Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That was a video game?
Well, they did have a
yes, it was on Atari 2600. It was on 2600.
I don't remember that game at all. I think my friend's dad wouldn't let him buy it.
There's even one with sexual content. It was banned. It was Custer's Revenge.
I remember
Custer's Revenge.
Oh, Custer's Revenge? You gotta be kidding me.
Very bad game.
A lot of people say Custer was a great general. I go, he was a cavalry colonel. He probably shouldn't have been in charge of taking over that territory.
Yes, Death Race. Death Race. Phil's got a good.
All right,
good
Philip
point.
Gaming is coming up so he can chat.
Who likes the Resident Evil series?
I've watched a couple of the movies.
I played Resident Evil.
Well, okay. The first three movies, or not the first three. The first two and the fourth movie of Resident Evil, I thought they were okay. The first two were like the best because like it has Nemesis in it. Towards the stars.
Wait, Philip Gaming's coming on. Let's see if we can keep this gaming conversation going.
I know, because I said I was going to leave, but I'm just keep on rambling about stuff.
And that's all right. It's an open chat today. I didn't prepare anything for religious studies, so I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the conversation.
But the Resident Evil games I like so much, especially the old school ones. I'm not much for the new school ones, even though they're all right.
Shoot out the link so we can get them on here.
I put it out there a couple of times. I'll put it out there again. There you go. And again, it's an open forum. I can have 10 people on here. You guys are all welcome to come up if you want to chat and goof off with gaming. And We can move on to other topics if you want to. It's
The,
open
the, most,
forum.
the most people I've had on my panel is just 3. Honestly, like that's not the most I'll ever have, but that's like the most I've only ever had.
And welcome, Philip Gaming.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing?
Sunday morning. Sunday morning
Yes,
coming down. That's what it is.
I did see your comment of Death Race. Death Race was PC, I believe.
Arcade.
Arcade, yes.
That's
right.
Yeah, I did a whole review about controversial and censored video games. Yeah, that was the first big controversial one. Yeah, it made the newspapers, and they tried to get it banned because they were running over people, pedestrians, and they try to say it's not people, just zombies they're running over.
Good afternoon, Mountains of Elysium. And how are you doing in the Emerald Isles today?
Blood and video games has its love-hate relationship with politicians.
Yeah, a lot of them. With Grand Theft Auto, Hillary Clinton, she tried to get that banned, and it was pulled from stores for a short time.
Yeah, I don't believe in censoring things, you know, and coming from a conservative Christian type, that's a weird statement to make. But if you're gonna put out Grand Theft Auto, just let it play itself out. You're just sensationalizing it by trying to take it off the shelves.
Even with the hot coffee mod added in?
All versions, even though I think only the PC version, maybe the PS2, but I think the only one that was easily modded was the PC version, but she tried to get all taken off shelves because she deemed them all M-rated. I mean, they were all M-rated already, but they were temporarily rated A for adult, like pornographic games, even though they weren't. Because
I didn't even know Evil Dead was a video game.
Yeah.
I've actually played a copy of Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link, although it's an Evil Dead hack.
That game actually looks pretty sick.
I like that one. It's where you run around as Ash, and it looks like he has like his chainsaw, and it kind of shoots out things that looks like bullets at full health.
You said the chainsaw shoots things out?
No, the chainsaw, no. The boomstick. Just the boomstick.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like a boomstick. It just looks like he's swinging the chainsaw like Link would swing his sword, and a bullet just pops out at full health, like the Adventure of Link with the sword shooting projectiles.
When he can shoot his sword.
Oh yeah,
like
on the OG.
Yeah, on the OG NES.
Like not even the second Zelda game. It was the very first one.
All right.
No, the second one had it too, but they had the projectile sword, but it didn't go too far because of the side scrolling. It was a little weird, but I think I'm probably one of the only people that actually defend Zelda 2 for what it tried to do.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, it wasn't hated like it is now, but it was different, definitely. Just like Super Mario Bros. 2. Everyone hates Super Mario Bros. 2 now, but I love it.
I enjoy Super Mario 2, but I do... Super Mario Brothers 2... Are we talking the Japanese version or the original version?
All right, Super Mario Bros. 2
or the US version.
What's hated. Yeah. Which was formerly Doki Doki Panic, which was formerly a prototype for a Super Mario Brothers game.
D-Day Doug has joined us. Hello, D-Day Doug. Absolutely
Do
love
you-
that name.
Do you know the background origins for Doki Doki Panic?
Yes, I do.
What?
Okay. Okay.
Because
The
it was
original.
made for this Japanese festival.
Well, yes and no. Okay. Originally, it was when they were conceptualizing the game, they wanted it to be a Mario game. They decided early on, this is not going to work out. So they decided to repurpose the prototype for the Mario game into Doki Doki Panic for the festival and make it an Arabic themed game. And yeah, it was a festival. It was pretty big in Japan that year. I think it was 86. And then could be 87.
That sounds about right. That sounds
Um,
about right. Because it did come out around late 1986, almost 87.
So yeah,
Because it came out around December, the same time Zelda 2 dropped.
Yeah, it was a festival about I think it was like some radio show. Could be wrong on that. And then yeah, then they decided they test marketed in the Nintendo of America the Japanese Super Mario Brothers 2, and they said, "Oh, this is way too hard. Plus, it's like the same game as Super Mario Brothers." And they decided, "All right, we need something else. This is crap and too hard."
And that is how we got it branded as the Lost Levels here in the U.S.
Dun,
So
dun,
that's the
dun.
real, and that is the real Super Mario Brothers 2.
You know, for a non-gamer, I got a pretty tight gaming stream going on right now.
You got a lot of gamer viewers.
I think in hindsight, we got the better deal. We got a better game. Like, I don't know anybody who prefers the Japanese Super Mario Bros. 2 over the American Super Mario Bros. 2, unless you're like one of those people that loves like insanely hard Super Mario Maker levels or something.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Super Mario Maker on some of those boards. Oh my gosh, those things are ridiculous. It's like some of them you can't stop going forward, or otherwise you're going to lose momentum and you're going to fail.
I stopped
Didn't work that
playing.
hard.
I stopped playing video games at Super Mario Brothers on the NES. That's the game that I broke the remote control on. I literally broke it in my hands. I twisted it and broke it in half.
You couldn't get past a certain level, or what was the issue?
I couldn't finish it. I couldn't get to. I mean, I knew the maze at the end, right? The final scene, and I knew how to get through the maze, but I just couldn't get past King Koopa. It was driving me absolutely up a wall, and I broke the remote in my hand, and I just went, okay, I'm done playing video games forever.
Are you sure you were in the final maze, or did you finally actually get another controller and get past it and realize your princess is in another castle?
No, I really was. I watched my brother and my friend play that over and over again. They could beat it in a heartbeat. They never even had to try. So,
I'm not gonna lie. It took me about a year to figure out which pipes to go down to get to the final showdown.
yeah, like I said, I knew the maze, I knew the pattern, I knew how to get there, and I had extra lives, but I could never get past King Koopa. Drove me absolutely up the wall.
I mean, all you need is
asked me today, I probably wouldn't be able to do it.
Just be in large form when you get to him and just rush him, and then you might get hit, but you'll still make it.
You'll tank the hit and then just use that what we call the area of invincibility.
It's been 30-something years.
Right past him.
It's been 30-something years. I guarantee you I couldn't get to that level now if you asked me to. Oh.
Yeah, I don't even think I remember the pattern anymore of where to go.
I used to do it so many times.
I'm
it's like riding
drawing a
bike
blank. I'm drawing a blank, absolute blank.
I do that on movies at this point. My brain is pretty much gone, so trying to remember stuff like that, don't even ask.
Kind of like trying to watch The Last Jedi. You gotta literally like blank out your mind to even remotely enjoy it.
I am not going to talk about the Disney trilogy. I'm sorry. I just can't. I would get way too angry.
Trash.
It is trash. It's
I won't go back
absolute
to that. Well,
garbage.
out of the three, the J.J. Abrams one is actually better. The first one.
At least it was. It wasn't a good retelling, but it was just a retelling of the original, which is fine. And I mean, it was shot well, and it was well. The acting wasn't good, but the cinematography was fine, and there was a bunch of member berries in it. So I thought it was okay. But beyond that, the rest of the trilogy was hot garbage, really.
It was. It was.
Good morning, Captain
was a-
Trek. Thank you for joining us.
And out of all the new ones, the prequel, the Rogue One, I would say, is the best of the new films.
I did like Rogue One. That one really did turn out pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, surprisingly.
I didn't care too much for Solo. I knew that.
Solo lost money.
It was watchable. I still think it's better than the Last Jedi.
Well,
Okay, I'll give it that.
obviously, there's reasons that we hate The Last Jedi. Everybody has their own, but mine is the assassination of Luke Skywalker. Because as a kid, we had that little record, of Return of the Jedi, and so my brother and my friend and myself, we would play out the parts, and so my friend would be the Emperor, my brother would be Darth Vader, and I would always be Luke Skywalker. And after watching The Last Jedi, I just went, why am I still watching these movies? What has happened to Disney that makes me hate them so much now?
I feel the same way about the Terminator franchise. I love the first two. The rest, blah. It keeps going downhill every film.
And then Dark Fate had a really dark fate.
I call it Terminator Woke Fate.
I thought it was Derp Fate. Derp. The Swedish chef says, derp, derp, derp. Let's make a Terminator. Derp, derp, derp.
Making a new Terminator movie is taking it over the 360 degree. Bork, bork, bork.
Bork, bork, derp, derp, derp.
Yeah, it hurts so much because Terminator 2 is my favorite film, and like watching the rest of them, it's painful.
Just give it a lot to land in the Hamilton and put it on the screen. Bork, bork, bork.
Oh, we could go on for hours with this stupid stuff. Mountains of Elysium says, I have not watched Rise of Skywalker yet. What advice do you guys have for Mountains of Elysium? Should he watch Rise of Skywalker or not?
As long as you watch all the Star Wars.
Absolutely.
If you must complete the series, but make sure you're intoxicated first.
Yes, at least have a good bottle of whatever your poison of choice is. You're gonna need it.
I actually recommend waiting.
No, if you drink piles of crap.
Why do you drink piles of shit?
No,
because he likes sparkly vampires.
No, I don't. I hate especially vampires.
I actually recommend waiting for the riff tracks to come out and then watch it with the riff tracks. You guys know what riff tracks is, right?
Oh yeah, they do commentary on movies.
Yeah.
Comedic commentary.
The guys from Mystery Science Theater 3000. Hey, AVP has joined us. Hello, Alicia. How are you?
Hello, AVP. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, the guys from Mystery Science Theater 3000, they get together and make fun of movies, and you can buy the riff track and then watch the movie along with it, and oh, that is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. That's pretty much the only way I watch Star Wars these days. It's with the riff tracks commentary.
Yeah, most of their riff tracks are on point. A few have missed the mark or they try too hard on some, but for the most part, it's good.
Yeah, true. I mean, they've been doing it for 30 years, so you got to give them props for that.
Speaking of Mystery Science Theater 3000, has anybody seen the new series where they have Felicia Day on there?
Yeah, I've watched both seasons twice. Not just because of Felicia Day.
I like Felicia Day. She's cool. She's I remember watching The Guild back when it first started. So I've been a fan for a long time, actually.
I think the first time I recall seeing her in a show was Supernatural, and that was what, season 12, I think, or season 10, something like that.
Where she not to spoil anything, but wasn't she on like one of the Wizard of Oz episodes?
She was, yes, absolutely. That's when they found Dorothy, and turns out Dorothy was a woman of letters. Oh, that
the whole men/women of letters plot line. Yes, I kind of like that plot line.
I mean, they're still using the bunker, but there's no more men of letters, as far as I know. But that last season kind of went a little crazy. Supposedly they're doing another one, or going to finish up season 15, one or the other. But oh yeah, Felicia Day was in Eureka as well. Hello, Colin P. Smith. My longbowman friend has showed up. Hot dog, it must be Sunday.
Yep.
Sunday.
Be there.
Sunday football.
Never been so excited for Sunday.
Here's a great comment right here. Mountains of Elysium says, that is a fantastic excuse I could use with my wife to get a large bottle of Jameson whiskey. I have to watch The Rise of Skywalker. I need this. A lot of this.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Perfect excuse. Best excuse ever.
Don't forget the toilet paper.
What was that, Jedi Bill? I missed that.
Don't forget the toilet paper.
I think Colin P. Smith is smarter than all the rest of us. He says, I haven't seen any of the Disney Star Wars, but I've seen a few critiques.
Watch the critiques, okay. You could bet, especially if you watch Mauler. Mauler, you base
his third part. Okay, good. I can watch that now.
Mauler is probably one of the best critiquers of the Star Wars series because his is like hours and hours long.
Yeah,
it's like long. his critiques are, if you accumulate them together, are longer than the movie itself.
That is true.
That's how much is wrong with these movies, and that's how much
he gets really
pain
deep in the
we
weeds
go
on those
through
too.
as fans. That's how much pain we go through as fans, and it's sad that Star Wars has been done so kicked down so low.
Yeah, I know. And as fans, we're not allowed to critique it.
Nope, we're supposed to just shut up and give them our money. If I believe that, I believe that's what they think.
That's what they expect. I do believe you're correct.
Yeah, but it's like the same with all series.
For us.
Like,
sorry,
I'm
not your pay
Star
pig.
Trek now. It's all crap now. Like Star Trek, Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't know.
All of it made today sucks.
I don't
know. Doctor Who.
There is no quality.
Oh yeah, what's it called? Doctor Who, Star Trek. All of it's crap now.
It shocks me that these writers are allowed to do this to our favorite shows.
Now they're doing it to the comics. Did you hear what they're doing with DC?
Oh, please. I haven't been paying attention, but go ahead and summarize if you'd like.
Apparently, they're turning Batman into a simp for Catwoman.
Oh, for God's sake.
Like, total simpage.
Like, not the avoid her cool guy style.
Yeah, they totally missed that memo.
Like how they did on Arkham Knight. Even though I never played that game, I just know.
AVP sums up what Hollywood thinks we should do in a simple phrase. Nope. Shut up, put up, sit down, and watch this BS.
Nope. Not going there.
They're trying to redo Ghostbusters after the 2016 failure. Hopefully, Afterlife is good.
It does look rather promising. It does look promising. I'm not going to lie.
They did say
there may be some hope for Ghostbusters.
They set it up so that the Ghostbusters hand off the mantle to younger people. Rather than just rebooting the series, which they tried in 2016 and failed epically. I'm sorry, Sir Spade Sam, you were going to say something and I cut you off. I apologize for that.
No, I forgot what I even said. I'm all playing Plants vs. Zombies.
Hey, we're getting another Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted Face the Music. We're getting that.
Well, let's wait and see. Hopefully that's good.
I think it will be. Actually, I think it will be.
They're bringing back the original cast, so it should be good. They're bringing back Keanu Reeves and I forget who played Ted. So, yes, Alex Winter. Thank you.
Alex Winter.
I drew a complete blank. Thank you, Jedi Bill.
You're forgiven on forgetting.
It was there. It was there. I swear. Alex Winter.
Minus the Day the Earth Stood Still remake. Keanu Reeves, I don't think, has bought into the current Hollywood craziness. Again, I did go see The Day the Earth Stood Still with Keanu Reeves, and I was furious when I walked out of the theater. Absolutely furious, because The Day the Earth Stood Still from the 50s is one of my favorite movies.
I hope not. He's working with CD Projekt Red on Cyberpunk 2077.
So, yeah, like I said, I don't think he bought into the wokeness of Hollywood, but so Bill and Ted has a chance to be good.
We know CD Projekt Red is not catering to the woke.
You guys know my feelings on Dune. I've expanded vociferously on Dune multiple times, but they're doing reshoots now, so it has me worried.
That's a bad sign.
That is always a bad sign, especially with a project like that. I mean, you've been filming this for 2 years and now you're doing reshoots. Something went wrong, or somebody wants it to be more politically correct. I don't know, but the case is, if I go see it in December and it turns out to be something that I don't ever want to see again, trust me, I'm going to be shouting to the rooftops for a long time about how bad it is. But I'm still hoping that it's going to turn out to be as good as 84 version.
Here's what I... Oh, shit.
You okay?
You all right, man?
I mean, usually the reshoots, it turns out better with the reshoots, but still overall not a good film. It's a good indication of that. Like, Star Trek Generations, they had to reshoot the ending for that, and it still didn't turn out good.
If you take into consideration The Rise of Skywalker, and they were doing reshoots up to, 2 weeks before the movie came out, if you take that into consideration and you kind of compare and contrast, reshoots are not always a good thing. I mean, I'm sure I don't work in Hollywood. I'm not a screenwriter or anything like that. So I'm sure that reshoots have to happen quite often in most movies. But
maybe not often, but it does happen. Yeah.
We lost Darth Haster. I hope he's all right. All I heard was something fall and break, and now he's gone. Holy crap. Part 3 of Mahler's critique is 3 hours and 52 minutes long.
On Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
I guess he must pause it a lot and like make fun of it.
Well, he uses screenshots mainly, but he does critique it quite a bit. And whee.
Yeah, like, do you ever watch Trek Yards reviews? They do like 2 or 3 hour reviews on a one episode, like The Next Generation. So I could understand.
All right, well, I would take off.
All right, Sir Spade. An hour later, thank you again for joining us.
Right.
All right, great talking to you.
Hoo-wee. So, what is the plan for today, gentlemen? Jedi Bill? Philip?
Do some writing for YouTube videos I plan on doing in the future and mess around on YouTube.
Relaxation.
I think when I'm done with this, I'm going to shut down my computer and be off the internet for a couple of days. This has been a very long weekend for me.
Then I'd be hosting Insomniac 2.
Oh, I'll be there. Yeah, no, I'll be there for Insomniac Soup tomorrow night. You know that. I'm committed.
Okay.
And, of course, this was supposed to start 2.5 hours before it actually started, but thank you guys all for joining us. Well, folks, it's been an hour. We've had a blast. We've talked about movies and video games and a little bit of politics, but we didn't get too deep into it. Once again, I want to thank everyone who showed up. Colin P. Smith, Mountains of Elysium, AVP, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, Philip Gaming. Would you guys like to plug something before we go? Jedi Bill?
I already did.
Yeah. Okay. Insomniac Soup tomorrow night, 12 a.m. Central Time. We start Insomniac Soup Monday through Friday. Philip Gaming.
Yeah, check me out, Philip Gaming. I just did a review on the new one, a rare game system, about a week or so ago. Check me out. I also do background acting as well.
Yeah, I've seen you I've seen you as an extra in some things. It's pretty cool.
Awesome.
All right, guys. I've had a great morning. Thank you so much for showing up, even though I was way late getting this sucker started. So I will see you all tomorrow night on Insomniac Soup. And Jedi Bill and I, we actually have a new opening intro. It's only 30 seconds long, so it should
35
seconds long. But it should be a great opening. And I mean, I've seen it, obviously. So, but you guys get to see it tomorrow night. Oh, there's Darth Haster. Let's get him up here and see what happened. Are you okay, man?
Yeah, phone died.
Ah, okay. Well, you want to plug?
I guess I'm here for the goodbyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're wrapping up. So.
Well, my channel is basically just a gaming channel right now, but I'm expanding into StreamYards and other things, game discussion of H.P. Lovecraft and other things.
Good.
Pop culture discussion.
And your YouTube channel has been plugged in there by Tommy. And Tommy is one of the best wrenches I've ever seen. So I'm pretty happy about that. All right, guys. Once again, thank you all for joining me on this beautiful Sunday morning.
V-Star.
Thank you all for being here and enjoying the morning. And we'll see you all tomorrow night on Insomniac Soup.
See you at the soup.